how many die with potentials. It was Miles Moreau that told the story where he went to the grave and God told him, this is the wealthiest part of the earth realm. The wealthiest part, he says, is not a good mind. It's where dreams are buried, books are buried, companies are buried, power for emancipation buried, because men can't pay prices. How can you leave this world and return to heaven with a vision in your spirit? How can you leave this world and return to heaven with a company that you feed 10 million people? Because you could not go on the altar of fasting for 21 days. You could not go on the altar of fasting for 40 days. You could not go on the altar of fasting for 1 year. There was a time I discovered my life was in a cycle. And in 2012, the Holy Ghost advised me. He said, if you want to fulfill this destiny, better leave food alone. The greatest of us fell, either by food or by our attraction to the opposite sex. You don't leave it, you become nothing. And from 2012 to 2017, I fasted every day from morning till night. 5 years. Before the fasting was over, I exploded. See, there is something on your inside that the world can't contain. He said he has put eternity in our hearts, but that eternity must erupt in order to swallow the world. And today, you have to refuse not to move around the world. You are on high demand. People say, even if it's 1 day, come. I'm leaving for Ghana on Tuesday. On Friday, I'm leaving for Manchester. I return from Manchester to Zambia. I return to Anambra State. I return to Lagos. As I'm leaving on Tuesday, I won't return until April 10th. And if I leave on April 14th, I won't return until April 24th. And that cycle can continue. What am I saying? I'm not preaching anything that have not been preached, but there's a power that men can't resist. When they hear you, they can't stop. They cannot, but they want to touch you. There's a power. There's a power. It's not about doing things new. It's not about doing a new thing. It's about coming fresh and coming with power. There's a power called anakazo. It compels men. 1,000 men can preach, but when you talk, your voice is like a sting. They can hear you. Even when they go to sleep, they can't sleep. In their dream, the voice is echoing. And God will deliberately put honor on your voice. And when you are talking, a man will sleep and encounter God. What is happening is a power. You can start a pure water business, but start it with power. And see what happens. It's not, see, when a spirit wants to manifest his excellency, he will get you to do something common. Something common. And a man selling pure water can be a millionaire. A man selling silpers can be a millionaire. A man doing what you consider. Somebody can be selling food and build an estate. And you are wondering what is happening. You are just there selling